know why. Scared if I ask you.
Yeah. Did it, boy.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, great game.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, I like that. A little 1-2 punch I got going on.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, y'all
Been
look
working
good
on
out
it.
there. Wow, man. This place is incredible.
Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, see, this is why they save this for the pros, because an amateur come in here and forget he has a game to play.
Try to stay focused in here, but it can be tough sometimes, you know?
Speaking of which, I want to tell you I'm proud of you. You had a great game and a great season. Yeah. And I want to give you something your dad gave me when I
Really?
was in college. Yeah,
Pops gave this to you?
he did. I think he'd want you to have it.
Well, you want me to open it, or?
Nah, hold on to it. Enjoy. Bask in the moment. Open that when you get home tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Always.
It means a lot. I couldn't have done this without you.
Take care.
All right, I'm gonna call you.
All right.
Hey,
Hey.
it's not over.
Oh,
We got a lot of work to do.
let's get it.
Let's go.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, it was the Pistons winning their last game against Miami. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And as we continue to move toward the end of the year, some teams have already positioned themselves well for the playoffs. Kenny, what's their strategy moving forward?
Well, you want to keep winning because, want to keep momentum going into the playoffs. A lot of teams rest players towards this thing, but you need to have momentum going into the playoffs.
This is your last chance to fine-tune your lineups in the regular season. You want to be healthy heading into the playoffs, so don't be messing around, coaches.
That'll do it for now. About ready for the tip as we toss it over to Kevin Harlan.
We are live from the Palace of Auburn Hills for this Eastern Conference battle featuring the Pistons here in Detroit. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And the Nets on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. A team that's really searching for ways to win. They're presently in last place in the East.
Yeah, and we're always looking for motivation. I think there is a lot of pride going into this game for this group, looking to avoid the season sweep after dropping those first two. They'll play with a lot of that motivation.
They feel this is a team they can beat, and they want to prove it here tonight, Greg. So we'll see if the third time is indeed the charm.
So Detroit will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Booker. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position. Lin with it. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. And that one's good by Lopez.
Well, Lopez has tree trunks for legs, and Sequoias have trunks for sure. If he catches you on the screen, you will feel it.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Prez. And look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
Lopez a screen. Then the pass to Lopez. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Used all 7 feet and about a third of a ton to get that one up and down.
Well, you think of the great scorers in this NBA. Sometimes Brook Lopez goes overlooked, but he's about as good as it gets on that low block.
Oh, no question about it, guys, especially when you consider his shooting touch back to the basket or facing. I mean, he can hurt you, and when it comes to putting the ball in the hoop, he may very well be the most complete center in the league in that category when you talk about post-ups, jump shots, and free throws.
Count that bucket, and it's 6 points for Prez.
And you got to admire the attitude of Prez, staying with his shot despite the D being all over.
In the pass to LeVert. Lopez a screen. Dishes to Booker, and stolen by Drummond. Jackson against Land. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got his first points of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Lynn. Lopez. Doesn't go that time. And it's Detroit the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Here's Lynn after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Lynn kicks to Lopez. No good on the shot. Nice defense from Prez. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Kenny Atkinson, DA.
Thanks, Kevin. He said, look, all they talked about before this game was defense. Going up against one of the best offensive teams in the league, he said, it's a challenge that we embrace. Nobody can do it by themselves. It's got to be a collective effort. No hero ball on offense either. Guys, we'll see if they can put the brakes on them. It's never easy. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you as always. And of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
Yeah, and they can light it up when they get it going. It's going to take a top-notch effort defensively to keep them in check.
And you know what? I think they're up for it. I like to hear Coach acknowledging the challenge they're facing. They know what they're in for.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
That free throw good from Prez.
And, you know, Prez isn't a guy who's just demanding of himself, but he's also demanding of his teammates, too.
Lynn against Harris. Outside, Lynn. 6 to shoot. 18 feet out. Prez with the rebound. Pistons leading by 8.
And when the Nets hired Kenny Atkinson as their coach, it signaled a bit of a culture change. No more going for that big-name coach to make a splash.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
With his work ethic.
Yeah, I don't know Kenny Atkinson, but everybody who does will tell you that he's a tireless worker as a coach. Puts in a lot of hours and studies film as much as he can. He's really done his part in the grind of the NBA world to get his chance to be a head coach. The fact that nothing was easy on his journey should serve him well.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Joakim Noah's checked in for the Nets. Drummond working against Lopez.
Prez and finished off by Prez. And the offense defense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Noah. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez, no luck.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And here is Drummond coming off a solid outing against Miami. He dishes it to Prez. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lynn dishes to Lopez. And that one, good. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
A decent contest there by the defense, but Lopez, unbothered, unfazed.
In the corner, it's Harris. Prez with the ball. Lopez is there, and it's Drummond missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's LeVert. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 4 assists in the game. Pistons leading by 7. Pass to Prez. Back to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
Now here's Lynn. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Harris. Baseline jumper. That one's not going to go.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Noah kicks to Lopez. Lopez a screen. Inside and stolen by Drummond. Caldwell Pope outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 6 points for him. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
They've come out in attack mode.
That's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Brown cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint.
Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Hollis Jefferson. Brook Lopez is out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's LeVert in at the 2. Jackson against Lin. Lopez sets a screen for Lin. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Here's Booker. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Heat was a man on a mission. He ended up with 22 points and was a force on defense, knocking away shots every second he was on the floor. His big display illustrated exactly the kind of success this team has enjoyed this season. And Kevin will be looking for more of the same from them tonight.
Okay, Dave, thanks. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And Lin with a clear path to the hoop. And it's good for 2. Lin's got his second basket of the night.
And Lin plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
With the Nets moving to New York, there is pressure to win. All New York teams have that due to the size of the city.
Yeah, playing in a big city is a double-edged sword. I mean, it can be a blessing and curse. In years past, it would have been in the best interest of the Nets to take things slowly. But being in the Big Apple, there was added pressure to try to win quickly, and that produced some hasty decisions. And you also have to have a certain type of player who has the mindset to be able to handle that constant, high-level, bright light scrutiny that's part of the media in New York. You know what? That's what you like to see, a perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Caldwell Pope outside. Prez with the ball. He's guarded by Booker. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. It's going to be Drummond shooting. That's on Brook Lopez. Pistons have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Drummond having a terrific game. He's got 13 points and 2 steals as well. Talk about on fire. Nearly everything's going in for him right now.
He's just got that touch, that magic touch right now.
Prez brings the double team. Booker the pass to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, among the most polished post scorers in the league, Lopez is a throwback player in a lot of different ways. I mean, he's that classic inside scoring threat.
And with the size and footwork Lopez possesses, it's tough for one man to stop him.
It really is. The size, the soft hands, the know-how with his back to the basket. He pretty much can get his shot anytime.
Pistons leading by 23. There's the pick. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Here's Prez. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Lynn. The dish now to Lopez. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Caldwell Pope. And no good as it rattles out.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Stolen by Jackson. Harris outside. Jackson kicks to Prez. And finish off by Prez.
Prez getting any shot he wants. You love watching him work like this.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk.
Win against Philadelphia.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those 2 things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Detroit. Now Jackson. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. And again, another one in from Prez. Prez has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
There's a good screen. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lopez. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Lynn with the steal. 1:43 left in the first half of the game. To the paint. Here's LeVert. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. LeVert's got 5.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Over to the wing. Prez kicks to Drummond. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Noah the screen. And there's the pass to Kilpatrick. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Vasquez can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And how about the precision there of Prez, keeping his balance and getting the shot off despite the obvious contact.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Hill, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Bielitsa. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
It's stolen by Vasquez. Wants to get it to Foy and does. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play.
Boy, I tell you, I really admire the way Vasquez swings the ball around the floor. He moves it. Finding open teammates is what he does best.
Smith dishes to Prez. Down low. Lopez with the steal. Here's Vasquez. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith. It's not going to go for him. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Pistons ahead, up 19. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. A lot of scoring in the first half. What got you going offensively in those two quarters?
I mean, Coach tells me to do something and I do it. Simple as that. He wants me to assert myself in offense, so I did. And I don't know, there's nothing more to it, simple as that. So sorry to disappoint you guys.
You never disappoint when you play that well. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Now stay focused.
Welcome back, everyone. The lights of Motown reflecting brightly off the Detroit River. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. 22 points and 4 assists.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Prez out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's stolen. Takes a three. And it's LeVert missing.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
It looks like it may have had the opposite effect on the defenders. I mean, right there, it looked like they were still in halftime mode.
And Brook Lopez again. Lopez has got 17.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Count that one. 24 points for Prez.
Man, I like to see Prez get aggressive inside. Really determined to score when he gets that close to the rim.
Passes to LeVert. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Lynn against Jackson. Offensive rebound. Here's Lopez. can't get it to fall. Pistons leading by 19 points. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 8th assist here tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, as you know, things could have turned out a lot differently for Stan Van Gundy. He was the favorite for the coaching vacancy in Golden State in 2014, but
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break, and they pick up 2. Lopez has got 11 in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Johnson, the pass to Prez. He kicks it to Hill. Shot from 12, and the call will be against Prez. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Foy with it. 7 points in the game. Here's Lopez. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Lopez has got 13 points in just this quarter. Smith kicks to Prez. Stolen by Noah. Feeds it to Foy. It's deflected. And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. And finish off by Prez.
And I love seeing the speed of Prez really gunning it down the floor there for the easy shot.
A difficult situation to be sure for Brooklyn. .55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Foy from long range. Detroit with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. A beautiful reverse layup. Foy's got 9.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
They set the pick. Noah against Morris. And finish off by Prez.
Sensational recognition by Prez. Skying up with ease for the throwdown.
And here's Vasquez. Lopez. That one wide left.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And as we conclude the third. Welcome back as is checked in for Morris. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Booker, he's checked in for Chris McCullough. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Harris. LeVert's checked in for Vasquez. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Whitehead. So for Brooklyn now, Booker out there with Noah. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Hollis-Jefferson in at the 3. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Bielitsa passes to Prez. He's looking for Drummond and finds him, and he gets the bucket.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Far too much penetration allowed, Greg, and that's really been the theme of the song so far here.
Booker the pass to McCullough. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pistons.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Prez kicks to Bielitsa. Johnson the screen. Now the feed to Drummond. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And the free throw, no good. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Then the pass to McCullough. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson dishes to Prez. Back to Johnson. Prez with the screen for Johnson. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. They get it back, and that one's good. Drummond.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
Then the pass to McCullough. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Lynn. 17-foot shot on the way. Rebound, Detroit. Dishes to Prez. To the middle. It's Bielitsa. That one misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And taken away by Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's really tremendous work inside from Prez, just taking it to the defense and easily earning the call.
That free throw missing.
You got this, don't worry about it.
And he sinks the second.
It's too easy out here.
Here's Lynn. He's been feeding the ball very nicely. 9 assists now tonight.
He's been the ultimate distributor here tonight. It's showing up on the stat sheet, but more importantly, it's going to show up in the win column.
Shot off the pick. Jump shot is good. The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Prez. Stripped it away. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Johnson. Kilpatrick passes to Booker. Right side, Lynn. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Misses the 3.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
It's stolen by Prez. To the inside. And Bielitsa kicks to Drummond. And again, it's the Pistons missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Back to Lynn. To the middle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Prez picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
A different look here for Detroit. John Lure, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Ish Smith in for McCallum. Then for the Nets, Lopez, he's checked in for Booker. Harris comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Vasquez in for Jeremy Lin. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Vasquez. Pass to McCullough. Poke loose. 1:57 left in the fourth. Pass to Bielitsa. And it's Lure, top of the key. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Smith dishes to Prez. And finished off by Prez.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. High post Lopez. 18 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. The Pistons go the other way with it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Prez. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Nailed from three-point land. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Bielitsa. Prez kicks to Lewis. He feeds it to Smith. And Detroit again with the bucket.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lopez passes to Kilpatrick. 4 on the clock. Here's Vasquez. Moves back up. And it's Lopez laying it in.
Hey, Brook Lopez getting after it. He is one of the better offensive rebounders in the game.
The dish now to Prez. The layup off target. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
There he is.
Yo, Prez. Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Kenny, man. Congrats on a great win. Another one tonight. Now, what's been the key for you guys in this streak?
I think the big thing for us is, you know, them making sure we're all picking each other up on both ends of the floor. You know, we're moving the ball great on offense, and our help D's been fantastic on the other end.
Well, I think it has been, and you guys keep up the great work and work hard for the rest of the season, man.
Yes, sir. You got to stay out of trouble up there.
Oh, we will.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
yes. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.